Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and we're in double digits. It's episode 11. It's AI, the Somnium Files. Actually don't know what day it is. It's technically January 10th. It's almost 6 in the morning, so this is gonna be a... But yeah, as we left off last time, we were locked out of the pink route, sorry, which, I think is the true route. I am pretty sure that's the true route. I mean, you feel like the dramatization of Iba, like, being shut down by Pewter, having 4 hours to live. It's like that feels to me like the dramatic finale. So I don't know what's going on, but we're close. Here's what I'll say. We have discovered a lot of secrets. One of the most important secrets in the game, though, is the fact that the sync machine can be used to essentially swap bodies. You can body swap with it. Now, because you can body swap with the sync machine, I tend to believe that there is a real possibility that the Cyclops serial killer has been involved in some sort of body swapping. Now, how deep does it go? I don't know. The obvious assumption, I think, at this point is it feels like there was some... It's weird because it feels more complicated than just a body swap, but it feels like there was something weird going on between Date and number 89. Now, obviously, we've learned of Saito Sejima at this point, who was So's son, who, if we're to take the ending of the Mizuki route seriously, is Date, which actually makes a lot of sense. It does seem very credible because we have these kind of conflicting reports, and that's the weird thing about Date and number 89, is there's always been, or Falco, let me call him Falco. Date and Falco it feels like their lives have been, like, fused together. It feels like if Date and Rohan was the original Cyclops serial killer, that would make sense based on what we learned from Pewter, if Pewter was telling the truth about the murderous psychopath, you know, and that goes into the whole thing about the dosage and all that stuff. Although it really does seem like, you know, the dosage thing, I feel like Iba would have some idea, you know, because what would be the explanation for this dosage comment that's been made so many times in the game? Now, but that's the thing, right? There's this, like, weird thing where we have seen Date have seemingly some of Falco's memories. It seemingly Date remembers the ratty cake thing with Iris. He gets along really well with Hitomi. They seem to have a chemistry, right? There's these, like, things that point us towards the Kaname Date we know being Falco, right? But I don't get any vibes necessarily of the Falco that we have seen in the game, the number 89, being this Psycho Sejima, but it's possible, right? There's so many layers to this, right? That you know, there's so many levels to this, and the whole body swapping thing, and I've been thinking, and right, because I know we're near the end of the game. I don't know if realistically, we probably have at least 2 episodes left, because we have to finish the green route, and the purple route is still ongoing. We've been locked out of it yet again. And I'm trying to... There's a lot of strange coincidences, right? Like, we've seen in one route, So, you know, kidnaps Mizuki. We basically... And in multiple routes, we found out that So's a bad person, yet there's reason to believe that outside of the yellow route, despite all the suspicion he's had, there's very little reason to believe that So Sejima is the new Cyclops killer. I don't really have much evidence otherwise, right? Like the fact that he, I mean, essentially admitted it, and all that weird stuff happened in the Mizuki route. But when you really look at the evidence, I mean, we've seen him get killed, and like the left eye deal and the whole deal there, like we've seen a lot of evidence to believe that the new Cyclops serial killer is not So Sejima, because So Sejima gets murdered we've seen this happen. We've seen So get chopped up in the vase, right? There were two scenarios where there's the one where Date finds him, and there's the one where Date is informed that police found him in the vase, right? So there's the one where Date directly finds him, and there's the one where Date indirectly finds out. The point is, there's multiple timelines where So Sejima ends up being a victim of the new Cyclops serial killings. Now, this kind of goes into the fact that, like, Iris is incredibly suspicious throughout this game, right? Iris, you know, the whole thing with the polar bear incident, there was a lot of reason to believe that Iris and Oda staged that. So being in the polar bear is really weird, right? There's like a lot that just doesn't really necessarily add up with that whole situation, and I'm still not entirely sure what to make of the Iris Ota live streaming polar bear incident. It's really weird, and there's just a lot throughout this game that doesn't make sense, right? Renju is incredibly suspicious. Iris is incredibly suspicious. So is incredibly suspicious. At various points in the game, it feels like almost every character has been incredibly suspicious. Now, Hitomi's been suspicious, but her suspicions made sense, and what we learned recently about Hitomi's story in the last episode, like, Hitomi is one of the few people that I feel like is still not suspicious. But my point is, so many characters are suspicious, and while there's a lot of fucked up, you know, there is a web, a literal web that is tying everyone together that we're looking at right now, it does almost make me wonder if somehow, some way, there has been a phantom killer in our midst all along that is potentially, I know this is crackpot, but this game is the type of game, you know, these visual novels are where you go crackpot. It almost feels like there's been one killer all along who has committed multiple murders in multiple different bodies. And I know this is crazy, but what if the new Cyclops serial killer ate Shoko's eye while acting as Renju before somehow making another switch into another body and then killing Renju, potentially as Iris, because Iris, when we investigated, you know, Renju Okiura's death in that timeline, Iris seemed like the obvious suspect, right? Like, it almost feels like there's a trail of bodies, and it's almost like Renju killed Shoko, then Iris killed Renju, then what? Potentially So killed Iris? Potentially? Who, you know, what? Boss killed So, potentially? Now, we're about to dive deeper into the green route, and that's going to hopefully give us a lot of answers about Boss, more of these answers. Potentially, we're going to finally, you know, undisputedly figure out who the original Cyclops serial killer was, not referring to Rohan Kumakura. It's weird because this is such a cool mystery because it's so complex and there's some really weird shit at play here, and I think we're finally on the cusp of understanding what the fuck is going on. And it all comes back to right here with 89 and Date and whatever the fuck's gonna happen, because presumably 89 wants to swap places with Date. And that makes a lot of sense. But there's just a few things that I can't piece together. It doesn't feel like 89 and Date swapped bodies. It feels like 89 and Date, or perhaps I should say, you know, however you want to frame it, right? Those two individuals feel like it didn't, whatever the situation was, it feels incomplete, right? Like there's parts of Date, there's parts of number 89 in Date's mind. We know that for a fact from the Ratty Cake's memory that he has, his memories of Iris. And it's just, I feel like I'm still missing a crucial piece of evidence that I just don't fully comprehend, right? And it's really weird, but nevertheless, I am really excited to jump into this green route and find out what the fuck is going on, because this route is insane, and it's going to be more insane to jump into it. But, like, That's what I kind of went in here and I kind of like had my thoughts, but I can't quite. I feel like I am chasing a phantom, right? Like that's the more I've watched it, because I've watched back, I've been watching back like just bits and pieces of my Let's Play a lot. I was watching some of the older stuff, like the Iris route, because that was so early on. And while I did rewatch my Let's Play prior to starting the game, there's still details that flutter in and out because there was a lot that fucking happened. And, my memory is like weird because sometimes it's really, really good and sometimes it's really, really bad, depending on certain details, right? So there's certain things that I remember that most people wouldn't, and there's other things that I feel like I should remember that I don't necessarily remember. So, like I saw, the Iris route, there were a few details that I didn't necessarily remember that popped up again, but it's really interesting going through this game and realizing what a tangled web this is. And I definitely, when I play AI 2, I will try and set up the stage to be free to, like, fucking zoom through that game. Like, I want to beat that game in, I want to say a month. Like, I want to beat that game in a month. Anyways, as you guys remember, of course, sinking in the vein, it was Iris's fucked up somnium. And through that, when we saw Iris presumably witnessing the Cyclops killings, there was an implication that she was a witness, but we were never fully able to figure out what the fuck that meant. That led, of course, to the situation where, that led to the situation where he got electrocuted by Ota. This was the one of two scenarios where Ota knocked him out, although in this one, very importantly, it also fried oh my god, fucking Iba. And then, obviously, the live streaming, in this timeline, Iris gets cooked for real, but it's interesting because, obviously, and then, this is the one where 89 tells Falco, we learn about Falco's story, that he worked for the Kumakuras, that he was the other Cyclops serial killer, presumably, and number 89... was ordered by Rohan to kill a woman and his daughter, which turned out to be Hitomi and Iris, and we don't know exactly what happened, and that led to the crazy sync, which had Boss showing up at the end, of course, which was a what the fuck, this is it right here. We learn that, and we get the fucking other crazy fucking moment, that in this timeline, we find out that Sosajima was killed and left in the corpse, right? So it's like, so that's the kind of weird thing where it's like, and then we get the CA video just straight up of the big plot twist at the end of the route, at least up to this point, was we got to see the video of Boss killing and obviously he already had his eye removed at the time, and yeah, it's crazy. And in this route, it looked like Boss was the new Cyclops serial killer, and we kind of have this like I said, it's like this phantom killer, right? In some routes, it looks like Sosajima. At some points, it looks like Iris. At some points, it almost looks like Renju. At other points, it looks like Boss. And I am starting to strongly believe that it is not Iris, it is not Boss, it is not Renju, it is not So. Even with what So said, that made himself sound incredibly incriminating, and like there's weird stuff going on that we still haven't fully explained, because again, Date is most likely Saito Sejima, and whatever that means, and like the weird body swapping thing and how that pertains to 89 and Date, because I'm not entirely clear on that, even though it seems easy to just say that they swapped bodies, but I don't think it's that simple, to be perfectly honest. So There's a lot of weird stuff at play. But even though I feel like I actually said nothing in all this, because I didn't even really make a prediction. Like, I wanted to talk to you guys and say, hey, I think the new Cyclops serial killer is this person. But I'm at a fucking loss, right? Like, is it... Like, the thing is, the obvious answer would be Saito Sejima. But... by all accounts, that's somehow Date, right? That Date, you know, it was killer, lost his memories, and they're like fucking with him. That doesn't make sense, right? Like, because it's one of those things where it feels like the killer is nobody who's been in the story, but it obviously has to be a character that we've been introduced to. Could it be So jumping, but So gets killed, right? You almost have to assume that unless unless body jumping is involved, that the victims of the Cyclops serial killing are not the Cyclops killer. Yet the most suspicious people, damn near, are all the people that get killed by the Cyclops killer, right? And that's like a kind of a trope. It's a trope to do it once, like in an episode of like crime dramas and stuff. But it keeps happening over and over again. And maybe there is a reason to be suspicious of all those people because there's something greater at play here. Pewter is obviously very suspicious, even beyond his allegiance to Renju. I still don't trust Pewter, and obviously we can't trust Boss, right? This is a game about not trusting anyone, and we need to fucking find out what's going on with Boss, right? Like, we've seen the situation, right? We know that there's something up with Boss, whether it's the sync, whether it's the sync with her, whether it's the sync with her showing up to what happened between Hitomi, Falco, and Rohan, or the fucking video of her murdering Sosajima, which clearly means that she murdered Sosajima in this timeline. And in all likelihood, the timelines that we see Sosajima getting murdered, it was Boss committing the crime. But what the fuck does that mean? Here we go. Oh, actually, no, I want to read the case file. The video was to believe Boss killed So, and because So had his left eye taken out, Boss must be the new Cyclops killer. Now, to be fair, I don't think it's completely impossible that Boss couldn't be the Cyclops killer. I feel like based on all the evidence we've seen, it is possible. I don't think she is. Well, this is where I don't know how to explain it, right? Like, that's the thing. Because I mean, if it all comes down to body swapping, I could be missing something, right? But who the fuck, if I'm right that Renju killed Shoko, you know, with presumably with someone else in his body, but Renju killed Shoko and ate Shoko's eyeball, right? So I'm making the assumption that the new Cyclops killer ate Shoko's eyeball because it's like Rohan saw the beauty in women's eyes and just kept them. I mean, I can't imagine. You know, it's funny. Originally, I was, you know, just talking it over in my head, I almost wonder if there's any way, but the one thing that I think, if everyone dying was a woman, I'd say, bro, Rohan never died and was body swapping, but the fact that Renju was killed, I feel like, and So, for that matter, like, it's just obviously not Rohan. Because we don't actually know what Rohan did with the eyeballs. And, like, we know about, like, the beauty or whatever. But for all we know, he could have been eating them. But the thing is that... Now, to be fair, Shoko was a woman, right? So it was a woman's eye that he possibly ate. But I don't see... Because, like, I was almost wondering... Because, like, there is the detail that Rohan committed suicide a year ago. And we haven't really gone into that. Maybe we will in this route. I don't know. Even if he was, like, in a, mental hospital / pseudo prison, whatever. Nothing about Rohan... I just can't imagine Rohan committing suicide based on what we've seen of him, which almost makes me wonder if this crazy well, it's not crackpot because they've made a point to bring it up at this stage in the game, but if Rohan was involved in the body swapping, that the person that killed themselves wasn't actually Rohan. It was Rohan Kumakura's body, but not the consciousness of Rohan Kumakura. I don't know. I'm kind of losing my mind. I feel like I was just getting tired talking about that. I feel like you guys can just skip this part of the video. I kind of went on a crazy tangent. Needless to say, like, I want to say that the new Cyclops killer is the old Cyclops killer, right? So, like, my brain goes to Saito Sejima and Rohan Kumakura because they seem like the people that would do this. And it's like, I don't know how the body swapping would allow that to be the case because Saito Sejima appears to be Kaname Date, and Ed is just unaware of the fact that they are one and the same. But there's also the weirdness of Saito Sejima / Kaname Date having memories of Falco's memories, right? And there's also the fact that in the original Somnium, which wasn't even a Somnium really, it was just Date's dream, he had a dream of Hitomi going down and of, like, Hitomi being shot and number 89, but the perspective likely would have made him... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, we were meant to believe that was us seeing that. And I even whether it was like, yeah, like, oh, that's young Date or whatever, right? But we saw who we know to be Falco. But actually thinking about it, whose fucking memory is that? Boss's memory? Rohan's memory? Whose fucking memory is that? Because as far as we know, the only people there were Hitomi, Falco, Boss, and Rohan. So, like, that's the thing. The thing that just doesn't add up. Date has these fucking memories. He's got memories of Falco. He seems to, if I had to guess, that original memory is a memory of Rohan. He has memories. He seems to have all these memories he shouldn't have. And obviously that has something to do with syncing, but on a grander level, I just don't understand. I think there's a chance that the new Cyclops killer is one of the characters that has actually been present in this game. But no matter who it was, there's some sort of shenanigans going on. That is basically the conclusion. I will say officially, I'm not making a prediction. Like, I can't. I just don't think it's So Sejima. And I don't think it's Boss. And I don't think it's Iris. But I also don't. I don't feel strongly enough to say that it's Saito or Rohan. I think it's because Saito makes the most sense, but Saito is Date, like 95%. So, like, I'm just at a loss. Honestly, I don't know, but I feel like I've spent too much time thinking about this, and now I've horribly explained it to you guys. Let's just fucking play the game. Hell yeah. I should actually look up what these, like Jinai means. Like, all of these things, but I have no fucking idea. I mean, I know it's Japanese, but whatever. Anyways, day 5, Tuesday. I'm sure they mean, like, a certain word that's related to what happens in that day in some facet. Yeah. Yeah, the video. We're gonna watch the video again. Okay.
So Sejima.
Yep. Makes sense. What the fuck? Okay, that looked edited. Oh, geez, you could actually see, like, the bullet wound. I don't remember that either.
Why?
I mean, her walk is exactly, like, this is the exact same video. I just, for whatever reason, don't remember seeing the wound.
Boss?
Yeah, it's almost like this video was done in a way specifically...
What's going on here?
...to incriminate Boss. Like, why would Boss film that? Or at least, why would Boss film that in a way that showed who she was and send that to her computer? Yeah, it's secure and whatever, why would anyone be looking? But at the same time, why the fuck? Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, the whole, like, it does make sense that, like, the person So in this case was killed in a different location. I think that was probably the Kawasaki District Chemical Factory. That's what it looked like, but you know, I'd have, you know, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that's where it was. But it makes no sense. If Boss was the killer, why the fuck would she make a video like this? Like, the more I think about this game, the more I love it. Because they give you so much. Like, the writing in this game is crazy. Because it's so good.
Why did Boss kill So?
Yeah, I don't think this is the time to be doing all these, yeah, memes. I know there's so much I'm missing, too. Like, you literally have to click everything every time, which I probably should. But, whatever. Yeah, we're just going straight up. Oh, we're just going to straight go through Boss, the possibility of Boss having killed everyone.
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
That's the thing, right, though? What I can't rule out is the fact that Boss presumably doesn't have an alibi for any of these. As far as I know, Boss... Because we weren't with Boss, and I'm not sure if anyone can corroborate Boss. Maybe Pewter, but do we even trust him? Boss... The one thing about this is, unironically, though, Boss has never been killed. There's never been a timeline where Boss gets killed, which gives her a lot of points towards being the Cyclops killer. She would most likely intimately know the details of the original killings, because presumably she was on the case, and presumably solved the case, and presumably that might even be related to why she was the commander at Abyss. Because even at the end of the Mizuki route, she made a comment about how Date might get a promotion for essentially solving the Cyclops killings, and the fact that So Sejima was the Cyclops killer. And obviously, there's a lot of fucked up shit with So that we have learned, that we know for a fact that So was involved in a bunch of crazy shit. Right? And that's the thing. I'm not trying to defend any of these people as being good people. I just don't necessarily... You know, even when it happened, it was weird. So being the killer and the way the whole Mizuki route was presented felt strange. And the deeper we dive into this game, the more I think So Sejima, while I do think he's Date's father. I don't doubt that. And I'm not even, and I mean, honestly, the way it was framed, I don't think anything like, I think Sho was most likely, that was Sho that we were dealing with. I think Sho did try to shoot Mizuki and shot us in the eye. Like, I think all that was likely Sho, but I don't think he's the Cyclops killer. It is never felt right. And, like, him in the polar bear costume, you know, just, I don't know what to make of that, right? There's a lot of evidence pointing to So. The biggest thing that points against So is in some timelines he becomes a victim of the Cyclops killer. Now, it's possible Boss and So, right? It could be, we've talked multiple times about two killers. If Boss and So are the Cyclops killers, there's no contradictions that I can think of at this point, right? But I doubt it. And now we're going to ask about Renju, yep. It's going to be unknown again.
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
right? As far as we know, she has no alibi for any of the murders, and we have video evidence of her committing one of them. Yeah, now we're gonna talk about everyone else. Yep.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times.
Yep. That just nonsense, yep.
I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream.
Ah, yeah, we had just seen Iris with her left eye carved out. My biggest contention to this is if we're to believe how everything went in the Mizuki route, Ota, it was apparent that the polar bear seemed to injure their left leg and seemed to be Sosajima. Now, if Boss and So are a tandem, that explains everything. They're the two, I think, most suspicious people left. And Boss took care of the loose end by killing So. But why the fuck would Boss and So be together? I could buy one of them being the new Cyclops killer a lot more than them working together. Even though there is, like, political connections. I don't know. It's weird.
It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
It's possible.
Where was Boss's phone at the time?
Oh, can we track that?
Check her cell records.
Oh, shit.
She did not call from a mobile phone.
Oh.
She used a PC.
Huh.
Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
Interesting. Yeah, that is true, though. That's wild. That's... So she was either at her PC, at Abyss, you know, right here, or she was really smart. But that's the other thing, right? Like, that's the thing. What makes her believable as the new Cyclops killer is that she's very smart. She might be a little silly. She might, you know, sexually harass Date. But she's smart. And I mean, like, a lot smarter than I think. I mean, like, she comes off as smart, but I think she's even smarter than she comes off, right? And I just don't... I don't know. Like, why the fuck? The only possible reason that she would have that video there is to taunt us. But... still, it would incriminate her. I mean, we could just show, like, what does she do from here? Unless, again, unless she plans to jump into someone else's body using the prototype sync machine. Which, to be fair, maybe that is her plan. But what the fuck?
Boss is the new Cyclops killer?
But why?
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So...
I mean, to be fair, in this timeline... we've had the most murders of any timeline. Like, you're running out of people in this one.
Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility.
I mean, we know she killed So. Like, there's no sugarcoating that. In this timeline, she killed So.
So also had his left eye removed.
And likely in 2 timelines, because yeah.
Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
But why? So interesting.
Date, I know where the boss is.
Oh shit.
I have picked up her GPS.
Let me guess. The chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence.
Somewhere
inside Hitomi's house.
What the fuck? Well, that was not what I was expecting.
What?
Was she gonna kill Hitomi too? What the fuck? Okay. What the hell? I drew my gun from its holster and barged into the house.
Hitomi!
Why
Hitomi!
do I feel like we're gonna see Hitomi's body? Okay, no signs of anyone, it looks like. I called for her, but there was no reply. Or she kidnapped her. I didn't see boss either. She might have just been able to casually been like, hey, I'm Date's boss. I work at MPD, showed the badge. I'm the commander, you know, of Abyss, whatever. Let's take a ride. I don't know.
Iva, call boss's phone.
On it.
Why would she answer? Unless she's gonna taunt us some more. Oh, it's here. Oh, I see it. I see it right there. Yeah. Yeah, kitchen counter? Yeah. Okay. I don't want to mess around. That's obviously the boss's phone.
The boss's phone.
So she left her phone here. What are we gonna see her shooting Hitomi now? Like, is she actually, like, trolling us?
Oh, shit.
If she is trolling us, then maybe that actually gives a little more credence to her being, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell?
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What?
What the hell?
What?
Drop your weapon. Comply.
SAT officer. What the fuck does that mean? And there's boss. She just fucking, like, set us up? What the fuck are you doing, boss? What is happening? Yeah, let's talk to these. What does SAT mean? Because I was thinking, like, it's not SWAT. They're missing a W. I didn't kill anyone.
I didn't kill anyone. Please believe me.
They are not listening to you.
Please lower your weapons.
Please, lower your weapons. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will listen to you?
I mean, yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, while you guys are both officers of the law, boss outranks you.
What choice do I have?
I mean, yeah.
Boss is the culprit. That woman right there is the new Cyclops killer. She's tricking you.
I mean, that doesn't look good,
They
yeah.
are well trained.
Yeah,
They did not even flinch.
yep. Interesting. Okay, so you could just say that to any of them. Interesting. So MPD's, yeah, it was like MPD's elite, tactical unit, I think is what it said. So it's basically like SWAT, I guess. Interesting. Oh my god! Boss, what the fuck are you doing? I gotta click that.
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
Is it possible that Boss got a video of us killing Shoko and we got a video, well, and we were set up to see a video of Boss killing Sosajima? Is it possible that Pewter is, like, that good with technology?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
What's your evidence? What the fuck? That's just it? Did you kill the 5 victims?
Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
That's a weird reaction from Boss. It definitely is sus. What the fuck is going on? Where's Hitomi?
I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Well, that's good.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
To kill her? Oh my god, we're really gonna... Something tells me Boss... Well, I don't know, we have Ibas, so... Something tells me Boss might be tougher than even these guys.
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I think Iba's with you, man. Like...
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, in this game, everyone has the aim of a stormtrooper on drugs. So, I mean, I'll never forget how bad the aim's been in some of these scenes.
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think.
Yeah, what is Iba cook? I mean, let Iba cook, I guess. Yeah, Iba is gonna cook. What the hell? I mean, Iba's calculations are never wrong. I don't think a porno mag gets you out of this. What the fuck?
Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, but she is gonna use the power of the porno mag to increase his reaction time by 3.6 times.
The magazine.
Yep, of course.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't.
Wait, actually though?
This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Excuse me? Oh my god, it's like it says DVD, but it's a magazine. I'm so confused. What the? I don't even want to know, bro. Okay, I'm down. Let's quick time the shit out of this.
Whoa! Limited edition!
What the fuck? Oh, you idiot. Oh, man, What the fuck are we doing now? What the fuck are we doing now? There's a part of me that really wonders if Boss is, like, not Boss right now. Because, I don't know, man. Like, I think I got that theory stuck in my head, and now I'm trying to make it happen, even though it really might just be about number 89 and Date and not extend past that.
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets.
Okay.
Shoot at the cloud.
I don't think we've ever used firebombs.
Just do as I say, and fast.
Well, it'll explode. Like all the flour will fucking. Nice. This shouldn't be hard to aim, and yet it's gonna make me aim like in a very specific spot. Watch. What? He's still holding? What the hell? Oh. No, it didn't actually make me aim. Fair enough. That makes way more sense, because you really don't need to aim here. You just need to, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ! I mean, did that kill anyone? What the fuck? That just knocked everyone out? Jesus Christ, Iba, you are so broken. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Iba?
She is probably just unconscious.
Horny housewives and I don't even know what that was supposed to be.
Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
Interesting, huh? Her right shoulder and her left leg. Right shoulder, Hitomi Sagan, left leg, So Sajima. Isn't that funny? This game has a sense of humor. I thought it was all just eye jokes, but now it's happening with shoulders and legs.
A dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
Iba's always thinking good.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow.
Yeah, we needed the reaction time.
To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
You know, there's always... I will say, like, it's really stupid, but it's part of what gives this game charm. Like, the QuickTime events aren't, like, that great or anything. They're kind of stupid. In some ways, they almost take away from the game a little, but at the same time, they're part of what makes this game so stupid and fun in, like, a weird way. I really like them, not necessarily because I think they're, like, good QuickTime events or anything, but just because it's part of the game's charm, right? It's part of the personality, right? Because AI has this, like, weird fucking charm.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a look.
What the fuck?
Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
I was gonna say, that's what it looked like to me. I don't know why bro was saying limited edition. Bro makes no sense. So what, we went back to police headquarters? What, did we take Boss with us? What? Oh my god, we're syncing with Boss.
Still unconscious.
Oh shit.
However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Interesting. I mean, that's someone we've never synced with.
Date, talking to her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
What are we gonna see? You know, I didn't expect us to go straight to a sync. I do want to talk to Pewter real quick. Why are you so cooperative?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy.
That's an interesting way to frame it.
I got the video from Iba.
Okay.
I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing.
So Boss really did shoot So there's only two possibilities then. Boss shot So, or someone's possessed Boss.
Which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed Sosejima.
But like, what the fuck is the deal with the video?
After pulling out his left eye.
I mean, we don't know. Even then, we don't necessarily know that she did that, but, you know, decent assumption.
That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high.
And yeah, Pewter's salty about Renju, of course.
Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal. That's why I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Date.
Yep.
I want it as bad as you do.
Because of Renju.
The truth.
Yep. That's what's, you know, in the timelines where Renju dies are the timelines where Pewter is not sus, basically. What about
I had
89?
him put back behind bars.
Oh.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right.
Okay.
I couldn't keep him here.
Sure. Makes sense. How's Boss?
She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg.
Jesus.
But her brain is perfectly healthy.
Damn, that actually did some serious damage. I mean, the shoulder's fucked up. The fibula, that really sucks. The fibula is nasty. Interesting. How is this gonna end? Because, like, that's the thing, right? Like, Boss has no... Yeah, I don't think so. Itobi still hasn't been found. I have a bad feeling about this. But there's a good chance the Boss knows where she is. How would I get that information? Getting into her head would definitely be the quickest way. That's why I brought her here. Okay, yeah, that's how we trigger it. Interesting. So, I have no idea what to expect. I mean, maybe we're going to see the continuation of... Maybe we're going to see Boss's perspective / the continuation of what we saw in the previous sync on this route. Where we got that, you know, the Hitomi, Falco, Rohan, Boss moment. Maybe we see what happened after Boss popped in. Anyways, sync with Boss.
Pewter, are the preparations done?
Ready anytime.
Oh.
Let's get started.
I love that Pewter's like right with us on this route. I love that. I do really like Pewter. And, of course, I really like Boss, so...
Date.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
6-minute time limit.
We've heard it so
I'll
many
be back
times.
before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
Yeah, I think that's pretty important, Date. I'm so curious what Boss's Somnium's gonna be like. The hell? This could be anything. This could be her having a good time with some Dom P to something horrible. Really have no idea what to expect. We're loading. This is the chemical plant? Oh, okay. What the fuck? Why are you shaking your ass? Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Time to loosen up.
What the fuck?
Do you always have to come in like that?
Yeah, she always gets way too excited about the Somniums.
It is of the utmost importance.
Of course it is.
At a time like this?
Always.
Times like this are perfect.
Interesting.
Anyway, it appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be.
What could Boss be hiding here?
Something to do with the sync machine that was stolen 6 years ago. I also see an E on a door. Not sure what that means, but... Why is she still shaking her ass?
Somnium scan. Activate.
What the fuck? Bro, she's still going. Okay. Interesting. Just a bunch of, like, doors? Yeah, they're all doors. Sinking in the refrain. Open the door to Boss's truth. Boss is hiding something. Reveal the truth of the new Cyclops serial killings. Interesting. So it's just open the doors. I don't even think there's anything else we can interact with. It's just straight up open the doors.
A rusted metal door.
Well, let's investigate, because that only cost us 5 seconds.
It is faint, but I hear the sound of meat being pierced.
Like a murderer?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Are we just gonna see the murders one after another? That'd be crazy. Interesting.
A rusted metal door.
So it's a rusted metal door, which makes me think break lock with pick.
Break the lock with that.
Oh my god, the ice it's an ice pick. Like inside Shoko's eye.
Roger. I will try.
Yep.
It worked!
I had a feeling.
All right, open it.
Oh, what are we about to... Oh my god. Who is that? That's Shoko! Oh my god, we're actually gonna see every murder. Oh my god, we're gonna witness every fucking murder. Keys. Interesting.
Several keys have fallen.
Oh, several.
One of them must be the right one.
Interesting.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Oh, so the...
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Interesting.
Indeed.
It's gonna be open the second door, third door, fourth door, right? That's what it's gonna be. Yep.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
I mean, you would assume it's the key that...
It's a key.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking -10 timey? What the fuck? I mean, you assume it'd be the key.
Ice pick is next to this
Yeah,
key.
why wouldn't it be that key?
It appears to be correct.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
interesting.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Yep.
Come on.
Bro wants some praise, what the fuck? So we gotta find... Yeah, there's...
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
It's funny, the back of that says C, but yeah, no, in the front it's A. Interesting.
A door that looks like the Anywhere door.
Okay. But this only cost 1 second. Interesting.
Perhaps we can use the key I just picked up.
Yeah, try that.
Time to witness the second
It
murder?
opened.
Presumably. So Renju?
Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Interesting.
Quite the troublesome dream.
And now we're on the 3rd floor. Yep, that advanced us a little bit. Only a little bit. So our only path forward is through this way. And then we're blocked off again. But we, from here, can go down to door B.
A door with B written on it.
Let's kick it open?
That might have been a little much.
Yeah, but I didn't want to take that negative timey, bro. Something tells me all 3 of those would work.
This is the 2nd floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
A is 3rd floor, B is 2nd floor, C is 1st floor? The second door should be on this floor, but we don't have access to anything except for door C is the only thing we can
Door
do.
C.
I mean, let's kick it open again, why not?
That might have been a little much.
It's funny though.
Oh, on the second floor again?
A is third floor, B is second floor, C is first floor.
We leave the second floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
I don't know what that would make D, though. I see a D over there. Interesting. No, we progressed again, so we're doing the right thing. Now we can...
You have 3
No,
minutes,
we're blocked
Dante.
off, so... Yeah, we just have to... There's no other way to go. Our only option is... Oh, there's actually... Oh, we actually have options now. We can play with the drum, we can go through these doors, but I think we're just supposed to go straight to the shelf.
A bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it.
What the fuck? Slide in the gap 999 seconds. Well, I have to do that.
Roger.
The hell? Is that the entirety of it?
Huh?
What the fuck? She's trying so hard. What the hell? Is Aiba about to break the universe? Well,
I suppose it isn't possible.
why was that 999 seconds? What the hell? I mean, just to troll you and make you waste
A
the timey?
bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it.
So weird. I guess we'll push it. Like, why not? Oops.
It is no use. I am not powerful enough to move it.
So, you're too weak. Got it.
Yes, you're right. I am too weak.
Damn. Don't take him seriously, Aiba. You're strong enough for all of us.
Oh, sorry, Aiba.
No, it's all right. It is the truth.
Damn.
I am just a lowly artificial intelligence.
Oh, don't talk like that. You're the best, girl. Alright. I
A
mean,
bookshelf.
no, we got a 1/9 out of that. That was worth it just for the 1/9.
Other than the wire tied to it, it is a normal shelf. Also, it appears that there is a door behind it.
Interesting. So we have to do something else to
To move the shelf, we need to...
move the wire. Can we do that with the drum? It is connected to a wire that's connected to the door. Of course
An
it
oil
is.
drum hung with wire.
I mean, can we push it off, or do we just have to... I mean, I guess let's just lift for to 3 seconds. This is happening again, by the way. Oh my god, her face. So we do have to push it then.
It's no use. I cannot lift it.
Fair enough.
You could have told me earlier instead of wasting time.
Excuse you? Is that really something you should be saying to the one making all the effort?
Yes,
There's a difference between being stubborn and not knowing when to quit.
I suppose. Okay, so it definitely...
An oil drum hung with wire.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to use the 1/3 push and hopefully get another 1/9. We're going to push it right off, and that's going to do it, right? Yep, that should do it. Yep. So I wonder if we could just open the door, because I do think that's going to finish the second
Guess
lock.
you should check that door.
Yep. Or it's really close to finishing it. Okay, that was only a 1/3, but that's fine.
A rusted metal door.
Again, huh? Wow. Oh. I see. Well, time to retry, I guess. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so we're gonna need that 1 second timing after all.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
So that was literally like a dead end, fucking gambit there. That's crazy.
It's a key.
Okay, it's all the same. Whatever. We'll just eat the 50 seconds, I guess.
Whoa!
Wait, what the fuck?
Doesn't look like this is it.
Wait.
It could be related to what we saw beyond the door.
Oh, I accidentally clicked the wrong one like an idiot.
Agent Date.
I mean, that gets us an extra timey, so I guess it's fine. We only lose 5 seconds out of that. Yeah.
That must
Come on.
I just want to make sure. Where am I going? I'm going over there. Okay. Not that it would be wasting that much time, but I want to make sure that we're, you know, being efficient here, because I think this one's going to be really hard to complete.
Like the anywhere door. Perhaps we can use the key I just picked up.
Yeah, try that.
So we know we have to save the 1 second timey.
It opened.
Yep, we know. Playing the door game, yep. Yep, we only have one place to go, which is across the little yellow potato and on to the next door. Which is a little bit of travel, so it actually takes a little bit of time.
A door with B written on it.
And we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna... Let's 1/3 kick it open.
That might have been a little much.
Never.
This is the 2nd floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze.
Yeah. We know the deal. It's interesting that there's another door just right there. Oh, yeah, that is what we do. I actually forgot that it was just door to door.
C.
Yep. Now we 1/3 again, and we get another 1/3 timey. Yep.
That might have...
Yep.
Oh.
We leave...
Yeah. I actually... Yeah, it's...
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Not sure if that's gonna be enough time, but I don't really think there's much more time to be saved, to be perfectly honest. In the margins, maybe, but I think it just has to go this way.
An oil drum hung with wire.
So now we push, and we'll use the 1/3. Okay, and now we're back to where we need to be.
Oh.
Guess you should check that.
Yep. And now we'll finish mental lock number 2 and probably see Renju's murder.
Metal door. It does not appear to be locked.
Dude, did that just say you get a ×10 timey? Yep, we know that Renju was strangled. Damn, they fucking did basically like a full like body scissor sleeper hold. A fucking coquina clutch. Fucking interesting. Oh, the watch. That it's like an important, the ice pick, the watch. Yep, something important related to their crime.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be careful.
Well, yeah, obviously it's the one with the watch. But I wonder if we're gonna want something that has like a really small key. 3:45. Oh, because the time. Interesting. Oh.
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 3:45.
Oh. We have to... I mean, you would think it's the one right there, but... What, the time of Renju's murder? I actually have no fucking clue, to be honest.
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate
3:45. 11 sounds right for some reason, but... If it's not, if 3:45...
It's a key with a watch beside it.
I'm just gonna...
The hands indicate 3:45.
I'm sure it's not this one, but I'm just gonna go with it. Because it is just one.
This
yeah.
is not it.
Is the time on the clock relevant?
It would be quite the simple gimmick.
Or they just want us to think that.
True.
I mean, that's certainly possible. It's also a somnium, so I think 11 o'clock is right. I feel like 11 o'clock rings a bell.
Beside it.
I don't remember what the time on the
hands
watch.
indicate 11 o'clock.
Or it's the oh, it's probably the time that the watch actually was left on. I think 11 o'clock rings a bell,
This
but
isn't it
no.
either.
If the time on the clock is relevant, what is it related to?
Or the time that the watch was stuck on.
Something to do with Renju?
5 o'clock. 2:50. There's keys everywhere. 8 o'clock. I have no idea, to be honest. I don't remember. Damn, we have almost all of these. There's only a few words left. That's crazy. That tells you we're close. Oh, we have Monica. Like Satomi, Renju, and her daughter. Dislikes killing. Well, that's ironic. Studying international politics. I wonder if that had anything to do with kind of how she kind of fell for So. Interesting. Also, there's still 2 characters we haven't met. I'm thinking maybe Saito, but I have no idea who the other character could be. It's crazy that there's 2 characters left, honestly. I have no idea, guys. I honestly have no recollection. I don't know.
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 5 o'clock.
In the morning?
No, that is not what I mean.
Wow. Okay, now it's... Now I'm not getting a penalty anymore, so... Yeah.
This isn't it.
If the time on the clock is relevant.
Something to do with Renju?
Yeah, I get that. I just don't remember, guys. Like, I honestly don't remember. I'm not trying to...
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 2:50.
Like, I just really don't know. Eyeball, sure.
This isn't it either.
If the time...
Something...
Yeah, I know. I literally... Like, I'm sorry. I just don't... I really don't remember.
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 8 o'clock.
I mean, sure, I guess. Why not? Is this the one? That's the one. 8 o'clock.
Is this the correct answer?
Saturday night at 8 matches.
Oh,
Renju's
yeah,
estimated
okay, it
time
was
of
his
death.
TOD. I couldn't remember what his TOD was, to be honest.
D is written on the tag. Let's go, Date.
D for Date. Alright.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
We just got another
The
one-timey. Interesting.
I will try the key.
Which means we have to save that.
Yeah, try it.
I'm not falling for that again. I mean, we have some crazy timies. 1/9, 1/10, and 1
It
second.
opened.
Those are all broken timies. The ice store, huh? So we have to find a way to melt the ice?
This door, too.
Interesting. There's a control panel. The pipe was shown.
Rows of monitors and buttons.
All we can do is investigate it. It only costs us 1 second,
Rows
though?
of
I mean, sure, I guess.
This appears to be old. I believe this computer controls the factory's electronics.
Interesting.
It appears to require a key to activate.
So in other words, it's useless right now. This might be something that after... Yeah, the pipe is a...
A broken pipe. Steam is leaking out.
Kick? For some reason, I feel like kick. Yep, okay. That makes sense. We were pointed in the opposite direction, so I didn't even think about...
Just as I calculated.
Shut up, Iba.
You were surprised, admit it.
Yeah. Awesome. Now we just open the door.
A rusted metal door. Most of the ice is gone now.
Let me guess, $9.99? Yep. No surprise there. We were prepared.
I think I can open this door.
Okay. Yep, Iris. That makes sense. And it's not the same person. Like, that's the thing, right? Because, like... Interesting. It closed before we saw... And now we have the key to the control panel.
This key has control panel written on the tab.
Okay, they're just being obvious about it.
Control panel? The one right there?
Presumably. Interesting. We didn't actually see them kill Iris. Interesting. That's actually really sus. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. Okay.
Rows of monitor.
Is there anything else we can do? Oh, I guess we have no choice. This is gonna be really close, but
There.
okay.
Oh.
Now we can see every room in the warehouse.
So?
Or the abandoned factory warehouse, whatever.
I see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move it.
Hmm. Interesting.
Rows of
Less
monitor.
than 1 minute. Hurry.
Rotate key, I guess? Well, that was useless.
It shrunk.
We didn't need that. Wait. We did?
Rows of monitor.
The fuck? Alright, let's press the switch, too. Oh!
Oh.
And now we have to rotate, now we have to turn the switch on again.
See.
Yeah, now we switch again.
Rows of monitors.
No, we actually rotate key again, right? Yeah, exactly. We actually have to rotate the key twice, yep.
It extended.
That was an interesting sound effect. We've never had to do that before. What the fuck? What are we...
Now we can use the route to door B.
Cool. That means I just need to open the B's door. What the I don't know what the fuck we were watching there. We're gonna run out of time again, aren't we? Yeah, we can't get through that way. So our only options to go through here.
Door D prime.
D prime? I mean, fuck, we need to save... I feel like we need to save almost every second we can. I'm gonna keep that 1/10 just in case. But I think we gotta at least use the 1/3 here. Now we get the 1 second timey that we desperately needed for the finale.
Date, 30 seconds.
Oh shit. E? I don't think we have... They're both E. What the fuck?
Door E.
God, I guess we try it. That gives us another 1 second timey, so... We have a double now, which is really good. Okay, that didn't help, so it's E prime then.
Door E prime.
1/10 is 1 second, that's perfect. I think we got just enough gas to do it. I actually think we're gonna barely get this. They both didn't work. This is the door area. What the fuck? We have so many door options. What the fuck? Door D?
The D door.
I mean, I guess. I admittedly am doing a terrible job in this Somnium. that do it? Wait a minute. No, we're blocked off again. Oh, D and D prime, they take you to each other. But, wait a minute. If that's the case... I mean, I know I'm running out of time, but I'm actually really lost here. So D prime takes you out to door D. That makes sense. And vice versa, D takes you to D prime all of a sudden, right? Yeah, that's door D. We're blocked off there. E and E prime go to each other. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Date, you're out of time.
Yeah, we are out of time. Just want to be sure. There's oh, we have to go all the way over there, don't we? Because we can. Yep, there's a door all the way over there. Okay. I think we could do this from lock 3. I think we're going to have just enough time. I get it. Okay. So did we... So we have to do the triple control panel,
Rows
right?
of monitor.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, let's actually investigate this, because that'll only cost us 10 seconds.
This appears, I believe this it appears to require rows of
Yep, and now we insert key for 5.
There.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Rows of monitor.
And then we go rotate button, press switch, rotate button. Yep. Shockingly got that right on the first try, which was actually pretty sweet.
Rows of
And then we press switch. Yep. Or maybe we just have to press switch, but I feel like it wouldn't work if it was fully, you know, extended, because it's like connected in, because it makes that like at the end. What? Listen to the sound it makes. Yeah, that
extended
sound, which I swear is out of a SpongeBob game. That's like some stock sound.
Now we can use the route to door B.
They show D prime. That means I just need to open the B prime door. Okay, I'm gonna keep letting this video play. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm actually stupid. Well, that says A prime, though. But is on the other side? B prime? C prime? I mean, they basically tell you, though, that that's the way. Interesting.
Door D.
No. There we go. Yep, so we go through D prime. Right, so the deal here is that the C prime door must get us to B. Or C prime must get us to B prime. All right, here we go.
Door C prime.
Yeah, I part of me was thinking that I want to save that 1/10, but the fact that we get a 1/9, I think that's probably going to be good enough along with our 1/2 timey. There's door C. There's B prime. There we go.
Door B prime.
That's the one we needed. Yep. B prime gets us to B. And from there, we cross the long bridge to door F, right?
Door F. This is the first time we've seen it.
Because it's the door we need. Oh. It's one of these. All right, let's kick open. Let's do a 1/9 kick open. Oh, he didn't even comment about it being too much. Yep, there's our final door.
Floor. This is the first time we've
Yep,
been
it was
here.
on the other side. I did notice the
big door.
the blocked off door.
If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something out.
Yep. Oh, we're right at... Oh, ladder. That's interesting.
An iron ladder.
And all of them cost $999. I think that's just there to be a meme. Make it...
Dante, 30
Cord.
seconds.
A power cord. It is discharging sparks.
And everything costs $9.99 over here. So it's like... Oh. We can't interact with the door. Oh.
A power cord.
This is probably wrong, but it worked last time. I'm gonna kick it.
If this were pointed in a different direction,
Yep.
something might happen to the door.
Probably not, but it worked last time. Oh, that didn't... Fuck.
No, this is different. That won't work this time.
Wow, and that's just GG's. So it had to be the ladder, right?
An iron ladder.
But why? Why, though? Why would we go there? I don't understand. It has to be the cord.
A power cord. It is...
Get shocked? It's crazy that investigate costs so much. I'm just gonna get shocked. Yeah, I'm just gonna get shocked for $9.99. Why not?
Date, we've known each other for a long time.
Yes, we have.
I know that you are joking, but could you please consider the appropriate time and place?
Well, it would be funny even if we don't. Even if we fail
seriously
here.
lecturing me right now?
Yep.
Excuse me?
Sorry, ma'am.
And that's just it? She just gets upset? Really? Wow, okay. And that's
Date,
it.
there is no time left.
Damn it, what the hell is Boss up to?
This one is wild. Like, there's a lot going on in this one that's really complex. I think we have to start over now, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, we still have... Oh, we can still do from Lock 3 one more time. I don't know if I could do this. I mean, we gotta go up the ladder, right? Like, it's the only thing that makes sense at this point. But I just...
Rows of
Yeah, I mean, obviously we save a lot of time by doing this, which is
This
valuable.
I believe that
Yep.
rows of
5 seconds, we might as well take the 5.
There. Oh,
Weird that we could skip the previous
I
one, but
see.
not this
Okay,
one. Yeah.
rows of
The other problem is the walking around costs you time, and in this one, that's actually a big deal because you do lose a lot of
rows of
time.
monitor.
You do lose a lot of time walking around because there's a lot of places, there's a lot of distance to cross in this one.
Oh,
I see. Rows of
Ching!
it extended.
Interesting.
Now we can use.
Yep. And we have to do the same. I have to think really quick here. I know somehow we got an extra, like, 1 second
Door
timing,
D.
which might be really fucking useful. We could really use another 1 second timing. So this forces you 1. I'm assuming the reason that gives you 1 is because you need 1, but you probably only need 1, which means we probably... do I want to take the risk that all we need to do is, Yeah, I think I'm going to take the risk that all we need to do is climb the ladder. I don't know why. I really don't know why.
1 minute. Hurry.
Yeah, it's up here, right? Yeah.
Door C prime.
Yep, we make it 1 second. I really don't know, though. Like, this Somnium is wild, and we're so close, which is the part that's irritating, is how close we are to beating it. Yeah, then we go through B prime.
Door B prime.
That's the thing, we still have the 1/9 timey, so basically anything that isn't, like, insane, we're still gonna be able to do. Right, so we cross the whole deal, we go to door F, which gets us to the first room.
Door F. This is the first time we've seen it.
Yep. And yeah, okay, so yeah, we have to use this to get this down to 3 seconds, which gives us a 1/3. Yeah. That makes sense.
The first floor. This is
Big, if we can see...
And we're so close. I mean, it's the ladder.
an iron ladder.
Climb up.
Yeah.
Wait, really? We can't? What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm such an...
I passed through it. It must not be for climbing.
Are you kidding me? And I failed just like that? Oh my god. I guess I haven't failed yet.
An iron ladder.
We can tackle, lift, F prime.
Dante, 30 seconds.
Wait, F prime. No, we can't interact with F prime for some reason. And nothing else we're missing.
An iron ladder.
Why would, of all things, investigate be it? But I'm gonna try it, because I just...
A power cord. It is discharged.
I mean, let's investigate it, I guess. It's interesting that it tells me...
Sparks.
It makes sure...
This could be dangerous if anything were to catch fire.
Yeah?
But if you use it...
Bro, no.
Date, there is no time left.
Why did they pan
Damn,
over
what
to
the hell
the
is
fucking...
Boss up to?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It panned over to the drum. There's a drum at the beginning, isn't there? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You're not... Wait a minute. Yeah. We even start in a drum, as crazy as that is. There's a drum we can interact with, I think, in this very first stage. Are you telling me we have to do something with that? What the fuck? I can't get over her shaking her ass, though. It's wild. Yep, hardcore skipping here. Yep. Okay. I don't know if it was right at the beginning or not, but I remember... Yeah, because... Yeah, we can even see ladder cord. It's on the other side of... It's on this floor. But I remember there being... Interesting. Door 0.
A rusted metal door.
That's interesting. That's just auto death if we do this. Which means I'm gonna do
A
it.
rusted metal door.
Just for the fuck of it, let's try it. No, we can't open it just at all.
No use. It won't budge.
And that beats us, obviously, but I thought that would be funny. It's gonna take forever for all the seconds to go away. It was worth a try, given we were here
Dante,
anyways.
There.
I mean, we already had to restart. We're at the beginning. Why not? I remember there being a drum, like some sort of drum that we could interact with. Because obviously that's what we need to do, is we need to use the spark to blow it up. Unless we're supposed to somehow pick up the ladder and the cord's supposed to, like, transfer a spark from the ladder over, or some nonsense like that. But that just doesn't make sense. Even for a Somnium, that doesn't really make sense. Okay. There's door A.
A door that looks like the anywhere door.
That's interesting.
A rusted...
Oh, it's all about maximizing our time, right? Even though we just did a bunch of unnecessary running, this is still gonna maximize our
A door that
time.
looks like the anywhere door.
1 second. Yep.
It appears to be locked.
Sure. Yeah, because we're gonna unlock it later, but what that does is it gives us a timey that'll allow us to maximize our time right now, because this isn't cheap.
A rusted...
We're able to turn a 66 into an 11.
Break the lock with that.
Yep, there's the murder of Shoko. And we're gonna be able to save a lot of time on the, yeah, we're gonna be able to save a lot of time. Oh my god, that fucking -10, that was crazy.
It's a key. It's a key.
No, we actually go back to door 1 again. We can save more time by trying to open it a second time.
A door that looks like...
Yep. Because then we're only going to get penalized 10 seconds. Yep. Yep.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we know, Pewter. We're doing everything
It's a key.
we can. Yep, so now we pick up for 5.
The ice pick is next to this key.
Now we actually go to door A. Trying to maximize our time here. I swear there's a barrel. It must have not been in the first area.
A door that looks like the anywhere door.
Yep, 1 second. We can just
Perhaps we can
save
use the
that.
key I
Yep.
Odd.
Looks like the
Just making sure there's no barrels to interact with. I swear there was one somewhere. I might be going crazy, but I don't think I am. So yeah, we have to go to door B, right? Yep. Yeah, okay.
A door with B written on it.
I mean, we're gonna have to eat the 30 seconds here, so... I mean, that's fine, I guess. I guess we could have played with
That
more
might have been a
keys
little
to get
much.
something else, but that's fine. I'd rather not take the -3, although maybe the -3 would have actually been not as bad.
This is the sec...
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Door C.
Alright. I think we're on track. I think
might
we're
have
on a
been
better
a little
pace, so I think we're doing fine. Okay, this might have been the spot, because we're on the 2nd floor. So we could presumably knock a barrel off. Yeah, I think it was where the shelf was. Yeah, there's a steel drum, which we actually had to use. This is probably what it was. Is this the right area? Oh, whatever.
An oil drum.
I mean, we'll just push for 7. I think that's fine. Yep.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
I swear, it might have been that
rusted
steel
metal
drum, so I might have just messed it up anyways. So we'll just go 1 second
It
here.
does not appear to...
Renju's murder, yep.
This again.
So this time we can save a lot of time because we know that specifically it should be, yeah, so we got the -10 here. It was the 8 o'clock one, right? There's no more over here. Yeah, of course it's the one that's the furthest away. It is kind of cool that they
It's
check
a
mark
key with
it.
a what? The hands.
Yeah, I guess we're eating the 50. That'll give us just 108 seconds remaining.
Is
So a
this
little
the
under
correct
2
answer?
minutes.
Saturday night at 8
Yep.
matches Renju's.
D is written on the tag.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Yeah, I know.
The D door.
Okay. All right.
I will try the.
Yeah, try it.
Yep. There's still so much to do, and we
This door
even
too.
here we only have like 100, just over 100 seconds left. Okay, control panel.
A broken pipe.
Yep.
Yeah!
So we kick it.
Oh!
You were surprised, admit it.
Yep.
A rusted metal door.
Yep. And we have the 1 second timey
I
again.
think I can open this door.
Yep. Yep, and then we get Iris of Death, but we don't actually see the murder. We don't see the end. Then we're just given the key to the control panel, just like that, and that's unlock number 3. So now we can try multiple times again from unlock number 3.
Rows of monitor.
Yeah, we're gonna save time by actually investigating.
This.
And
Rows of
then
monitor.
I don't think we need to. I think insert key for 5 is fine.
There! Rows of monitors.
And I think we can again. I think we can do all these. Yep.
Rows of
Yep. Yep. And one more
Rows of-
time. Boom. Okay. So we're at 68 seconds. There's nothing to do over here. Which means our course of action is to go down here, open door D prime.
Door D prime.
Now this we save a little time on.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Yeah, I know it's tight, bro. Just want to make sure. Is there something where we have to... God, I don't think so. I think we're just... It's got to be something with the ladder we haven't... tried yet, I guess. I mean, maybe we do have to do something crazy with one of these doors. It is this way, right? Right? I'm pretty sure this was
Door
it.
C prime.
Pretty sure this is what we were supposed to do. I could be going crazy. Yeah, B prime. There we go.
Door.
I feel like we're like almost completely out of time. Like we've somehow done this worse, which is wild. Like I swear we did this better when we didn't know where we were going.
Dante, 30 seconds.
Yeah, somehow we've like botched this, which is crazy.
Door F.
That big door. If we can see what's...
I just want to check one more time.
A power cord.
Unless I'm going crazy, I think we investigated it. But I know we kicked it, and I know we tried to shock her.
An iron.
I guess let's try to lift the ladder. Yeah, but she can't do shit with it, of course.
No use. It is too heavy to lift.
Oh, we tackle the ladder and something falls down. I'm such a fucking idiot. It was tackle all along, wasn't it?
Dante, you're out of time.
Oh, wait.
An iron ladder.
Oh, it's gonna be tackle. Right. Right. Oh, I guess like the 30 could have been useful potentially, but it's gonna be tackle, right?
Ready?
And then something's gonna fall. Oh. Oh. Okay, I didn't see that cut. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we might have got it anyways. Oh my god, the spark. Oh my god, that's just gonna be it. I don't think we have to redo this again.
Whoa!
I'm such an idiot for not... But we still have to open the door, don't we?
This somnium is awfully dangerous.
Which means we failed one more time.
Door. Maybe
Yep.
we can open.
Yep, we're out of time. Yep.
Date.
Damn it! What?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We figured it out. I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. But I like to keep this stuff in because I know you guys find it amusing. Yeah, this is an easy retry. Even with 91 seconds, we got this. Because now I know exactly what to do. Because now we just open the door from there. So we have just enough time to get this done.
Rose of Mon...
Yeah, so we'll investigate.
Rose of
We'll...
Mon...
Sure. Yep. Yep.
Rose of...
Yep. We got just enough time, baby.
Rose of...
Just enough time, but we know what we're doing. It's all good. I'm gonna have this fucking Somnium memorized by the time we're out of here, but we're so close. I'm so excited. I'm honestly so excited. Okay, just try not to be stupid. So now we... Yeah. Trying to be efficient, not be stupid here. Yep.
Door D...
Yep, D prime, 1/3, baby. Let's go. And then from there, we just, it's a second.
1 minute.
Yep.
Hurry.
Oh, shit. No, we go up. I'm an idiot, right? Oh, wait, what the fuck? No, I actually am being stupid. Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, we go around. What the fuck? Dude, I actually derped again. That's actually insane. Yeah, because B prime's over here. Or C prime, yeah, that's what it is.
C.
Yeah, 1/3, boom. Yeah, because even if the door is 9.99, it doesn't matter because it'll be the last action. So as long as you do the last action and still had time when you did it, you're good. So we're fine. We have just enough time. We're good. Yep. We 1/9 that. Turn that from 10 seconds to 1 second. Boom. We come out right where we need to be. And from here, we have just enough time.
30 seconds.
I know you're freaking out. We have just enough time, bro.
Door F.
Yep. And from here, we 1/9 to 3 seconds. That's just enough.
If we can...
Yep. And we have just enough time because we have ladder.
An iron.
And we have a 1 second timey to tackle it.
Ready?
Yep. And then from here, all we need to do is open the door. It doesn't matter if we're, you know, it'll be the whole thing where we quote-unquote finish with 1 second remaining. We're all good. Cash money. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What is behind door number 4?
This somnium is awfully dangerous.
I'm so excited.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one now. Check it out.
Here we go.
A rusted metal door.
I'm not even going to use the timing. Nope.
I'm going to open it.
Here we go. Yep. That's So Sejima getting murdered by Boss. I mean, the implication is that Boss committed all the murders. Okay, now cutscene. Yeah. Oh my god, are they all gonna be Boss?
That's...
I mean, that's what we saw in the video.
Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
Okay. They all opened, so we get to see, it was Boss on that one, so we get to see what the other ones were. There's still silhouettes. Wait a minute. Are the silhouette's gonna change? Yep! Oh my god, it's body swap. Oh my fucking god, that's Iris, right? Iris. Show me Iris. Oh my god. And then this is gonna be So. This is gonna be So Sejima. Yep. Whole. And it all comes together. And then this is Boss. That's so wild.
What the hell is going on?
Because we're in the memories of the new Cyclops killer right now. Or not. Oh my god. They swapped into Hitomi.
Date, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up!
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
Yep.
No!
You have to. Specifically because of what we know. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. It really was body swap. So then, yeah, I mean, that basically confirms. I'm so glad I had a rant that made no sense at the beginning. Because at least it got my point across before the game told us, confirmed it. So who the fuck is this Cyclops killer? That's the part I don't know. But essentially, in essence, this eliminates Renju, Iris, So, and Boss. It was none of them because they were all possessed by this phantom killer. Like it is literally the Phantom. Not the first time I've had a phantom killer in a visual novel I've played, but maybe not on this channel. Maybe not, you know. I wish though. I really wish. But might play that series very soon, hopefully. Nonetheless, I am really, really curious. Man, I wish I got to play that game on this channel. That would have been so fucking sick. But unfortunately, for those of you who know what game I'm talking about with a certain Phantom, unfortunately, I'm very, 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 very familiar with that game series. And it might be seeing my channel very soon. But I don't know what to say. Like, this made sense, but like, now I feel like I have to make a guess, and like, who the fuck? I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, there's some detail we're missing here, right? Because like I say, Saito Sejima is the most logical person, yet that by all accounts seems to be some Date 89 nonsense. So I don't think it's Saito Sejima. I mean, that does basically confirm that whoever it was ate Shoko's eyeball. Like, they literally just straight up ate Shoko's eyeball. That's insane to think about, by the way.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings.
Yep.
Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims.
Yep, because Ota wasn't supposed to be part of it.
Shoko Nadami.
Yep.
Renju Okiura.
But the thing is we saw the thing with Boss and Hitomi, so that's the thing. That seems to imply that Hitomi Sagan is the new Cyclops serial killer at this moment, as opposed to Boss.
Iris Sagan. And So Sejima.
But it could also still be Boss, potentially.
Who was responsible for these murders?
All of them.
Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick.
The way that she was playing with her hands was very sus.
Renju was strangled to death by Iris.
Huh.
So cut open Iris's body.
Yep.
But who shot So? it was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people.
But that doesn't mean there isn't a new Cyclops serial killer.
There wasn't just one killer.
Yes, there was.
That's how it looks on the surface, anyway.
Exactly. Dante's
But
figuring it out.
that's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit.
But who?
One person. And that person is...
What the fuck? What? The way that Boss is like playing with their hand is so cool. Like, I love that. What the fuck? Well, I mean, at the current moment, I think I'm supposed to answer you. But...
Yes. You. The person in front of me right now.
Yep, he's not saying Boss.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No.
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
What the fuck?
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain.
Yep.
You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki?
Yep.
There's a prototype sync machine there.
Yep, and that's what 89 wanted to do with us. I mean, it's possible in that timeline 89 at that point was now the new Cyclops killer, weirdly enough, now that I think about it. Like, you know.
You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
That's crazy.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced.
Yeah.
Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
That's insane. It's really cool because, like, the game gives you, like, what is seemingly like an impossible story, and yet it makes perfect sense. Like, that's what's crazy about this game. We have gotten to the stage where all of these seemingly, like, almost unconnected, like, impossible routes that still shared weird similarities. This literally explains everything. This makes sense of the entire fucking game. The only problem remaining is who the fuck is doing this. And like, for example, how did they get the boss? Like, Boss is a really hard person to get to.
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain.
Okay.
Then, you got into Renju's.
Is that implying that Shoko was a... Like, I wonder how long that was going on. If, like, Shoko was a bitch because...
And got rid of Shoko's body.
Interesting.
After Renju was Iris.
Yep.
You strangled Renju using Iris.
Yep.
After that, into So.
Yep.
Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse.
That's insane. It's definitely someone who, at least, I mean, I guess it's short term, but seems to be comfortable being a man or a woman, which I think is interesting to note because, I mean, that might not mean anything, but it's just an interesting potential character trait. I mean, it seems like to them it's just all temporary as part of their, you know, game here. Get more bodies.
You're in Boss's body. Inside her head.
It doesn't seem like they're that interested in power, though, because they've been in... Actually, you could argue every person. You could argue either or... You could argue against Iris, but Shoko, Renju, Sosajima especially, and Boss especially, very powerful people. And yet they seem okay with losing, you know, moving on to the next. Boss has not said anything.
I see.
If
you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide.
Oh shit.
Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings.
They're just gonna admit it, but they're not gonna tell us who they are.
I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
That sounds so hot coming from Boss, I'm not gonna lie. Her voice actress must have loved this. I love it. Suspect. Who the hell are you?
Saito Sejima.
Well, that makes sense. But what the fuck? So Saito isn't... So Okay. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, let's talk it. Let's talk this out. So, Saito Sejima's body is Kaname Date. The person that we know is Kaname Date, the body we are inhabiting is the body of Saito Sejima. That makes sense. Cool. This music is so weird. It's like the new Cyclops serial killer theme, because it's like almost like a remix of a theme we've, like the dun 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 theme. Bro, the way they keep doing the eyes and just the way they're drawing her, it's like they're really giving off the psychopathic vibes of Saito Sejima. But like it's crazy, because like... So, okay. So I wonder if number 89 was trying to get to us because we're Saito Sejima, but maybe not knowing that we're not actually Saito Sejima. So, if there was a sync done... So, this is what's weird, right? We have memories of both Saito Sejima and Falco. And I'm trying to piece together, most likely, Kaname Date's body is the body of Saito Sejima, in all likelihood. That makes sense. Now, I don't know who we were. It seems like we were Falco, but then who in the godforsaken living fuck is number 89? Like, was our soul split in two and, like, in between number 89 and Kaname Date? Like, that is what I can't put together. And I guess we're probably not going to put that together until the final route, because where we left off in the purple route or the pink route was with 89 and Date and at the abandoned factory, the sync machine, all that fun stuff. This makes sense. That the real Saito Sejima is this body hopper.
Congressman Sejima's son.
That makes sense.
What?
Yep.
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet.
Of course we can't.
He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
I think he looks like you, Date. Give me the details of each crime.
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that?
That's...
Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal.
Yeah?
If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing.
You seem pretty smart, Saito.
Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain. Gradually, slowly, taking its time.
Like, this is so cool. This idea of, like, we're getting to finally talk to Saito Sejima and its boss. Like, just... Oh, it's so cool because her voice actress is so fucking good. And, like, it's not just that sensual nature, but, like, how quickly her seductive nature can turn into a sinister nature. And, like, the fine balance of it. It's so good. Her voice actress might be the best VA in the game. And that's saying a lot because I feel like a lot of VAs have done incredible emotional stuff. Like, Mizuki's emotional performances in this have been amazing. Like, there's a lot of great VAs in this game. Date's amazing. Aiba is incredible. I love her so much. I think this is a better, like, obviously I love Kyoko, but I think this is a better, like, VA performance than Kyoko has. And I think that's more just different types of games. And obviously a lot more opportunities to talk in this game, but...
I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
Interesting.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to explain.
I'm not sure what the cock curve? The coach curve? Probably the cock.
See this?
The Sierpinski triangle.
Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape.
Huh.
The whole is made up of its similar parts.
Interesting.
This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
Interesting. I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? That's not... Wait a minute. Whoa, I just got chills. That's not something from this timeline. What is... Whoa, I just got the biggest chills. Hacking to the gate? Excuse me? Who was inside Iris during the interrogation Sunday?
That was me.
Okay, that makes sense.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
It's kind of, I love the way that Date's kind of almost like complimenting Saito. It's kind of weird, but I dig it.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first.
Okay.
A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism.
Oh, you're literally calling yourself a parasite. I guess that's pretty fitting. I guess you wouldn't care. Dude, I can't get over the fucking hand gestures that Boss Saito keeps doing.
The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's how host and parasitism works.
Are you with me so far?
Absolutely.
Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost.
Huh.
About 1% remains in the brain.
Interesting.
So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host.
Huh.
That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
Interesting. Who... Oh, we're just gonna keep going deeper into that.
I'm telling you, it was me.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Why are you making me repeat myself?
Oh, the way she said that. Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
Interesting. How? How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? But something else was troubling me. Yep.
What's going on here?
Yep. So, because Saito Because Saito Tsujima was the original Cyclops killer and the new Cyclops killer and you. If I'm not messing any details up, Saito Tsujima is the Cyclops killer and at one point in time, you. Yeah, let's keep going.
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
You'll see.
I'm terrified. But as long as you keep that voice, you could talk all you want, Saito.
So, where do you want me to start?
As far back as you're willing to go. It's just past midnight on Tuesday. Shoko was killed on Friday. We think of that as day 1. Today is day 5. Literally, like in the game, it's literally day 1, day 5. What was Saito doing those days? I decided to ask him. Day 1.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife.
But for how long, I wonder?
That made calling Renju easy.
Sure.
I need to talk to you about something.
Easy.
He came over without question.
Sure.
I think it was around 4 p.m.
Okay.
I had him meet me at the chemical plant.
Easy to, knock him out, do the body switch, and then kill Shoko, presumably?
I made Renju go to sleep.
Yep.
Synced. Switched personalities.
Yep. And then killed Shoko.
And then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick.
And that's why the left eye is always missing. Oh my god. It's, do you guys remember when we did the Somnium with the sync with Iris? The left, right, like, this, the left eye has been, like, this weird, like, it's almost been a red herring all along, right? Because I was, that's the thing, I was just rewatching stuff, and, like, the eye with the end of the Iris route, you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, go back to my videos, early on, actually. What the fuck?
I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car.
The eye is a red herring. But the thing is Boy wouldn't know that on this timeline. Date wouldn't know that on this timeline unless, I mean, still ate the eyeball apparently though, so maybe it wasn't completely, but
using the old abandoned subway line.
Yeah, that all lines up. Yep, that makes sense based on what we've seen.
Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished.
Yep.
I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses.
That's crazy.
After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Yep. That's crazy. Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious, yep.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Yep. That all lines up. Yep. Let's talk about day 2 then.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris.
Interesting. So, like, it's so interesting that this is, like, I'm so curious about the chain. Like, are these all people you wanted to kill? Like, your father is, probably makes sense.
I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first.
Sure. That makes sense.
I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6.
Yep.
I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us.
Okay.
Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant.
Sure.
On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill.
Interesting.
I knew she might run once she saw where we were going.
Fair enough.
It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier.
Yeah, I mean, we'd like had solved the individual crimes and we're on the right track of who had done them. Like, that's what's cool about these different routes.
I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket.
Oh, this is so good.
But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car.
Oda.
It was Ota.
Yep, we know about this. We know about all this stuff. That's what's crazy.
He asked me something about being able to drive.
But that's all related to the different routes, too.
He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him.
Sure.
But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk.
Yep.
Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans.
Oh my god, the way, the voice acting. God, shoutouts to Boss's VA, man. I'm gonna have to look that up when I finish the game.
So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret.
That makes sense.
That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned.
Yep, using Oda. Yep.
The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
Yep, how you strung up Renju's body. That makes perfect sense. That's the thing, like, we solved a lot. I love how Aiba's not even saying anything right now. Like, this is insane.
Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am, of course, referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend, as planned.
Sure.
I went to Lemniscate and performed my job.
Hmm.
And when I left, I ran into you, Date.
I bet you did.
To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that.
Interesting.
If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion.
Of course.
So I decided to play my role.
Yep. That's so interesting. On so many levels. Man, I feel like I'm not saying a lot, but I'm just kind of like completely engrossed in this. Like, again, the voice acting is unbelievable right now. And like, this is wild. Like, this is truly endgame shit. Like, obviously, I'm pretty confident at this point we're going to finish the green route. I don't know what this is even going to be called. The Saito route? Like, I don't even know. But whatever it's going to be called, we're going to finish the green route, and then we're going to move on to the purple route, and that's going to be it.
The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind.
Yep. Yep.
But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me.
Yep, that is what happened. And that makes so much sense of the crazy shit Iris saw. And I love how the game was structured in a way where there were really easy ways to theorize about that.
I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred.
Oda. You had your phone out, yep.
I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him.
Oh yeah, I know that you knew that you could use him.
So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. I mean, the evil smirk
After
was a
that,
bit
I got
much,
into the
but
van
sure.
with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink.
And it was Iris who just drove away by herself. There was no, yep.
When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live.
Yep, and we know about the van making a stop at the Sajima residence, yep.
Yes, the Sajima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought I could use that to my advantage.
Did you know about... Well, yeah, I mean, you killed Monica.
So I pushed on the intercom, and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed, and got into the van with me.
Interesting.
We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
It's a new day, yes it is. Wild. Yeah, day 4 Monday?
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one
Sure.
Boss.
Yep.
You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years.
Yeah, I am not surprised.
The two shared a terrible secret.
Does it have anything to do with the person you're talking to right now, Saito?
Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately.
Nice.
I injected her with a sedative,
Of course, and
then brought her body to the chemical plant.
Yep. That all makes sense to me.
I synced with her, exchanged our bodies.
There's really not much for me to say. This is just like the game explaining itself. Like, this is just an explanation of this whole fucking game, basically. What's crazy is that there's another route after this. To be fair, this is like a really fucked up route where like almost everyone dies, so in that sense, I guess it makes sense that this isn't the finale route, but...
And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Sure. That's a very me thing to say, blowing his brains
Stuffed
out.
the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
Jesus Christ, Saito. Alright, let's keep going. Clouded and dark, huh?
This was yesterday, early Monday morning,
Sure.
past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location.
Yep.
Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Yep.
I arrived around
We're
1,
aware.
then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris.
Of course.
Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up.
So, I'm assuming in the Mizuki route then, Saito swapped again? Out of Daddy-O and maybe so even like assumed that Date. But then again though, like again, I think Date is literally like the body of Saito. So probably didn't know anything about it. I don't even know. I actually have to think about the Mizuki route again more in depth in that regard. But so yeah, it's probably just the fact that I do still assume that Kaname Date's body is the body of Saito Sajima.
What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly?
I mean, it helps you sometimes, it hurts you sometimes. It is what it is.
That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part.
Sure.
I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation.
Why not?
Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning.
Yep.
I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
I mean, I fully believe everything Saito has said. Like, timeline fits, all makes sense. No reason to not believe this and not take this as a straight confession. The scarier part is, what the fuck are you about to do? Alright, let's keep going, I guess. Saito spoke with grace and no sign of remorse, which lines up with what we know from Pewter. I was trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Why didn't the sink victims resist after waking?
The prototype sink machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sink. That kept them docile.
That makes sense. Why'd you take your victim's eyes? I think we know.
You know all about the prototype sink machine, don't you?
Yep.
That should explain it.
Yep. From the Iris route. I knew. Prototype sink machine differed from the one at Abyss in a few key ways. The machine at Abyss is more sophisticated. Nano cables from the sink gear enter through the gap between the eyeball and socket. Then they travel down the optic nerve canal to the brain. But the prototype sink machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sink, you need to remove the left eye. Yep. And we saw that with the Iris route ending, like I was talking about, manually. The subject and the sinker have to remove their eye. The subject and the... What? But... Wait a minute. Yeah, what? But... Wait... The subject and the sinker have to remove their eye from the socket, but then that actually offers another question. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. I mean, this goes for the other characters too, when they were in their specific moments. What, do you put the eye back in? I guess you could put the eye back in, actually. That's crazy to think about. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. Damn, so they actually took the eye out and then put it back in after. After a sink, the eye is supposed to be replaced back in the socket. Ugh. That's wild. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow. Replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Fair enough. That's crazy. That makes sense, though. Asking again, huh?
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
Yeah, because that was Rohan's thing.
I don't need them.
Sure. Then why did an eyeball end up...
All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sink.
Yeah, but then why did an eyeball... Why did Shoko's eyeball end up in Renju's body? What the fuck? Why did that happen in a timeline?
And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
I mean, that makes sense, but that doesn't explain...
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious.
Because to make it... To give, like, off the vibes of the new like a new Cyclops serial killer.
Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me.
Or that.
Why would I bother replacing the eye?
Like, I don't care.
I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Fair enough. Well, we're gonna ask. Sure. Where are the eyeballs you removed?
Shoko's is in Renju.
Yeah, it's gonna be Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in So's.
Renju's is in Iris.
Oh, you just ate it. It's just like, whatever. Because it's funny.
Iris's is in Dad.
And Dad's?
Dad's is in Boss.
Is in me right now. And the smirk.
Their stomachs, I mean.
Yep.
You sick bastard.
That is pretty wild. Especially, like, in the context of, like, not even giving a shit. Not even doing it because of, like, some sick fascination or, like, some sick delicacy. Nah, just because I don't give a shit.
Yes, I ate them.
Oh my god, the face.
Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
Yeah, like, what is there to say? I am just at a loss for words. I feel like this isn't even, like, I'm not even, you know, I'm known for talking, but what the fuck do I even say to any of this? Okay, why did you display the bodies the way you did?
To harass you.
Specifically me?
I wanted to bring out the hatred in you.
Oh. Oh.
That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park.
Didn't kill her, though.
That's why I streamed Iris's murder.
Oh my god, you can hear a little bit of that, like, sadistic, sociopathic, psychopathic nature, whatever it is.
Because they were important to you, weren't they?
Because Date busted you? Like, what? I haven't quite pieced this all together with, like, Date 89, Saito. There's still...
I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
Huh. That's the motive, huh? I was the link to everyone.
Homicide is my hobby.
Sure.
I have a tenacity for it, what can I say?
Yeah, we know all about that.
Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut.
Sure.
If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes.
Makes sense to me.
I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them.
Simple enough.
It was also a matter of revenge. Against you.
For getting you? For putting you behind bars?
It's personal.
Clearly.
That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
That explains the motive.
Well, except for my father, of course.
Ah, that was just personal to me.
That was personal to me.
Fair enough.
But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
Oh my god, I love Saito. Now, obviously, I'm loving Saito more because it's Saito's using boss, his voice and body, but still, this character is wild. Revenge against me.
This series of murders was like a journey for me, you know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end.
The end, huh?
That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you?
A bit of a meta comment there, game.
Where do you think that is?
Here. Date.
Your home.
Yeah. I guess traveling, you always wind up home in the
A
end.
trip is only complete once you return home.
How about that?
The same goes for me.
Interesting.
When I return home, my travels will come to an end.
In Date's body?
So I'll be needing it back. My body.
There it is!
What?
Yep.
You stole my body.
Yep. So we synced with Saito. The problem is, see, this is where it gets weird, right? Because you could make the argument that, oh, our original body was Falco, number 89, and we synced with Saito Sejima, which is Kaname Date's body. That makes sense. But then, who is number 89 now? That's where I'm lost.
You took it from me 6 years ago.
Yep.
That's why I want revenge.
That makes sense to me.
What are you talking about?
Number 89 is the missing link in all this.
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked.
Oh! They don't get the pleasure. So it's like they're just a straight, they get nothing. That's the one thing that gave them pleasure, that gave them any sort of release, was killing. But
I never felt happy.
yeah, that's really sad.
I feel miserable.
All the time.
You mean?
And that's why we're given
He was born with a brain dysfunction.
Yep, and that's why you get the dosage that Aiba always talks about. Shockingly talks about it all the time.
Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Yep. And a little wave.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
Yep. 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 This body is...
That's what I've been telling you!
Oh my god, I'm gonna come. Dude, I can't. Like, the game... The creators of this game knew what they were doing by making this scene with Boss's fucking body and, most importantly, Boss's fucking voice.
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Aiba?
They must have increased your dosage too
Yeah,
much.
and here we go, all the fucking dosage comments.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
I think number 89 was your original body, man.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
Wait. Are you trying to say Rohan Kumakura is in number 89's body? Wait a minute. Let me think. Rohan? Okay. So, Date's original body, if we say... Oh, but Date's original body being Falco doesn't... That's the problem, though, because, like, Falco's backstory, even though he was a cop, like, he became an assassin, like, judge, jury, and executioner, all that. It's a really interesting backstory for him. Falco... But that doesn't make sense either. God damn it, this doesn't make sense. I'm trying to... What the fuck? I'm gonna let Aiba talk.
That's strange.
Yep.
That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, let's think this through. So why? So, Date swapped consciousness. Falco swapped consciousness with... So Falco swapped consciousness with... Presumably, Falco swapped consciousness with Saito Sejima. We are Falco. The real Falco. Right? But we lost our memories. So it's like this weird amalgamation, right? This recreation almost. Like the losing memories part is the part that really also has me fucked up. Then, if we swapped with Falco, if we're Falco, basically, then that put this motherfucker, Saito Sejima, in the body of number 89. Then for some reason, Saito Sejima and Rohan Kumakura switched. Thus putting Rohan Kumakura in the body of number 89 and Saito Sejima in the body of Rohan Kumakura. And then somehow Rohan Kumakura then proceeded to swap bodies to someone else and then faked Rohan's suicide. I think that makes sense, but there's still a lot of missing pieces to this.
That must be it.
What the fuck?
Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
What the fuck happened?
Pewter must have known that.
Okay.
No way.
That's wild. I was confused, rightfully so. I didn't understand any of it, rightfully so. It's wild to put together.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting
Yes, yes, I was gonna do the same mental exercise I did.
point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
Yep.
And before So?
Iris Sagan.
Iris. And before that, Renju.
Renju Okiura, and then before that, Shoko Nadami.
And before that, Shoko.
But before Shoko?
And before Shoko?
Whose body were you in before Shoko?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
Okay.
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man.
The same way Date lost?
They housed me in a special hospital.
What the fuck?
But I still had those fragments of my mind left.
What
Just
happened?
as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole.
And that's what you did.
I took my time, slowly regaining my memories.
That's crazy.
1 year ago, I remembered everything.
Then you managed a way to swap to your next body and then make Rohan look like he committed suicide.
I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami.
Oh, you just went straight to Shoko. Why?
I got her body,
Why?
and she was in Rohan's.
And she committed suicide. Okay, so she just straight up committed suicide? Or did you...
When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind.
Wow. I mean, she was vain.
She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
Ah, so you didn't even... Oh my god, we're gonna see Shoko... Oh, no, okay. I thought we were gonna see it. Yikes.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
I mean, that makes sense.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan.
Okay. So you just spent time... You just lived as Shoko for a year. That's wild. And I guess that explains how you kind of learned about everyone, because you were preparing.
Using Shoko's body.
That's wild.
I spied on you all this time.
That's hot.
That's why I know everything about you.
Bro, the weird hate sex would be insane right now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't... And if you think I care that Saito was originally a guy, I could not give less of a shit. I see what I see, and I want it. Who were you before Rohan?
In there.
Yeah, I mean, we know...
In that body you are operating right now. In that skull.
So you went straight from... What the fuck? So you went straight from... Wait. Are you trying to tell us that we're... Wait.
My personality lived there.
Yeah?
Wait, hold on.
Yep.
If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
Yeah.
It was in Rohan.
Yeah. That's what I was just coming to. Are we trying to... Wait. We're Rohan Kumakura in the body of Saito Sejima, but we lost our memory and then became like, kind of like a cool dude?
I'm not Rohan!
What?
Correct.
Oh. Okay.
It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body.
Because we're number 89.
In other words,
You're number 89.
That's...
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Am I real?
Oh my god, he's remembering. Yeah, he's remembering. He's remembering his life. And that's the thing, he had a very strong reaction. I remember that he was like, no, you're not the chairman of the Kumakuras, Moma, it's Rohan. And that was one of his, like, repressed memories. You know, the heartbeat thing. mean, he's had a lot of those, but that also explains knowing Iris. This is something that we've thought for a long time, but like, yeah, that makes sense. That's not a surprise. There's a lot of surprises in here. That one's not a surprise at all. Yep. You fell in love with Hitomi. Yep. Yep. That's crazy. And number 89 is Rohan, and Rohan knew the story because Rohan, that makes sense that Rohan would know number 89's story. Somehow Rohan learned about Hitomi and Iris, and from that he could piece the rest of it together. Keep talking.
Sorry, but time's up.
Oh shit.
I want my body back.
Okay.
It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
Why?
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't.
I
know it.
Huh?
What's your threat?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Mizuki? Oh my god, because you're in love with Hitomi. Ah, that's what you were prepping.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
That's probably not, whatever the fuck the shrine's called.
Aiba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They've done enough to know that they know about Aiba.
I cannot identify the source.
They're prepared.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
What the fuck?
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Obey Saito? Bro, just in case. This is wild, by the way. This is crazy. I won't do it.
Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her?
I won't do it.
Do you understand the gravity of this situation?
Oh, I do.
A bomb is strapped to her body.
And I know I'm gonna give in, but I'm gonna see how long I can say I won't do it.
You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted.
We're gonna keep trying.
You want to see what will happen?
No.
When her flesh burns and tears and scatters.
But we're getting new dialogue, so why wouldn't I click it?
If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing.
Jesus Christ.
You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
Of course not. That's the last time I could do it. I didn't agree no matter how many times he demanded it of me. Here comes the bad end. I refused again and again. Oh my god. Well, that was sudden. Yeah, just bad end just like that. And when I saw it, I understood. Boss's body rolled into the corner of the room. Didn't want to think anymore. Anything. Nothing. Closed my eyes and ran my palm across my face. I could taste blood. Yep. Mm-hmm. It was a bad end worth getting, though. Sure, why not? What? Yeah. Cool. Cool to get that bad end, but yeah, we can just load our save data anyways. So it's fine. I don't know if it would jump me right where I want to be. Yeah, so it should be, yeah, it's this one. Yep. Nice and easy. Yep. Bro, this is dude, this game is pretty peak. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the fact that the game managed to give you a near impossible mystery, and like, don't get me wrong, it's insane and ridiculous, but at the same time, like, it really does give me fucking Steins Gate vibes in a lot of ways. Anyways, I'll do it.
Date!
See?
Oh.
I knew you wouldn't refuse.
Oh my god, I can't get over that voice acting. And that fucking hand.
I know you well, don't I, Date?
Yep. Oh my god, so we're gonna see Boss turn into Date, and then, I mean, to be fair, this is the main sync machine, but what's gonna happen here? Oh my god, just right away? Oh. Oh my god, Date the villain is here. This music.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
Yep.
All right. I'll tell you as promised.
And she's about to die.
Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What?
Mm-hmm. And kaboom. Jesus Christ.
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said.
Yep.
I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body.
Yeah, that's also true.
It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Yep.
Be seeing you.
Oh, yeah! But Aiba. Damn. Did Aiba... Oh, for a second I thought Aiba...
Date, are you all right?
Yep. Aiba's voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. Sweat was building on my palms. It felt like my throat was closing up and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood and my heartbeat was the only sound. The fact that this route isn't over is crazy.
Everyone's dead.
Yep. Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, Hitomi. Boss. The flesh remains, the mind is lost.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me.
All along.
Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
There it is. The words suddenly echoed in my head. I couldn't remember who or where or why, but I thought that if there really was such a world, then me in that world, I is another. Oh my god, bringing it back to I is another, which was a quote from Boss.
Could I have had a better future?
Yes, Date. I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. Yep. And this is gonna be, what, Saito route end? Yep, there's the credits. Oh my god. I gotta clap it up. I gotta clap it up. This was fucking incredible. Oh my god, this game is so good. Bro, are we about to finish AI the Somnium Files in the next video? I feel like we're going to. I'm not ready. I don't know what's crazier, the fact that this series potentially was only 12 videos somehow, or if we do finish next episode, or the fact that, like, God, that was so peak. Like, obviously this was you know, it's the dark before the light. You get the ultimate sad end, the ultimate, like, this was the worst ending in terms of, like, sad. This was the most depressing ending, and it's probably the second to last. And you get the worst ending right before you get the best type deal. It's like the dark before the light, right? It's always darkest before the dawn type shit, which is very good storytelling, that this ending is the I would assume that so I would assume the Iris, Mizuki, and Ota endings can be gotten in any order you want, but the again, I don't know what to call this. I'm gonna call it the Saito ending until they give me a different name for it. The Saito ending, you can't get. The Saito ending and the true ending, I guess, you can't get until the time is right for a reason, because you have your other 3 endings, which are interesting in their own ways as far as characters and all that stuff. But, bro, come on, show her name. Come on, give it to me. Allegra Clark, holy fucking shit, you just fucking killed my ass. You were unbelievable in this episode. Holy shit, shoutouts to you. What an unbelievable performance that Boss's VA had in this episode. That was truly brilliant, and this was a truly beautiful fucking moment. So, yeah, I guess 89, aka Rohan, is trying to get into Date's body now, apparently, which is crazy. There's a lot there, unless it's somehow unless it's somehow Saito in number 89 in that branch. I don't necessarily know how that would have happened, but there's a lot of weird stuff that needs to be analyzed there, to say the least. But yeah, obviously these endings tend to have an epilogue, so I'm really curious to see what this episode's potential epilogue will be. I think we've been going about 3 hours, so this will be a decently long episode. We've kind of been on the, hey, we're grinding out and finishing routes kind of part of this game, where we've really gotten near the end. It's wild they put the credits at the end of every route, because the idea that somebody would go through this game, like play this game and not play all the routes, is fucking psychotic. Annihilation route, and that's insane. It's called the Annihilation route. Bro, that's wild. What the fuck? Yep. Yeah, we'll just save here. That's fine. And this will unlock the one path remaining. There it is. There it is. I would assume the final... I mean, even the way they did that with the whole, like, parallel worlds thing, like, you know this is the fucking end game. 1,000,000%. Holy shit. Guys. AI the Somnium Files. What a fucking game. Like, the idea that we are potentially one video away is crazy. Also crazy that this is seemingly the true route. You know, I really, especially with the red, like, I love how the red was like a total fucking swerve. Like, that's so cool, though, actually. Because, yeah, I mean, this has to be the true route. And, like, the fact that the single color is just a fucking giant swerve is actually fucking great. Everything about this game is so fucking good. Like, I love this game. Like, it's actually crazy, like, how much with the visual novels, right, that we've been doing on the channel. Because I've only done 3 series at this point. I've done Danganronpa, and I'm not done with that. I've done Fate, and I'm like a decent way through Danganronpa. I'm a third of the way through Fate Stay Night, and I'm basically halfway through I'm almost halfway through of what exists of AI. And, like, it's actually crazy how much I've loved these 3 series in different ways, right? Like, you know, but I will say, as much as I fucking adore Danganronpa 2, in particular, that game is unbelievable. And as much as that series is fantastic, and I love that series, I will say, and again, I've only done one of the 3 routes in Fate, so jury is still very much out on that. I think this is my favorite Let's Play on the channel so far. I fucking adore this game. I love the themes. I love the way it handles its branching storyline. I think is so brilliant. I never remember his name. I'm gonna look it up real quick. The guy, because I know it's the Zero Escape guy, and I think he's done some other stuff too. But he's so it's Kotaro Uchikoshi. So I know he did the Zero Escape games. I wasn't aware that he did the Infinity video game series, which I think I've heard of this too. This is an old thing. Interesting. Interesting. I wasn't aware of that. I knew that he was famous for the Zero Escape series, which is a series that I've long since. This is, basically as long as I've been planning to do Let's Play, Zero Escape has been very much on my radar. It's Zero Escape. The Zero Escape trilogy is something I very much plan to probably play. And I think if there was at any point any doubt that I was going to play Zero Escape, this game sealed it. Like, when I play a game like this, I want to experience the other works of someone like this. Like, the creative mind behind a game like AI the Somnium Files, you sold me. Like, you tell me, oh, okay, bro made this other shit, okay, we're good. Obviously Nirvana Initiative is happening. I don't think it's happening right away, but like I can't even be sure because I'm a few episodes ahead. This will be 3 episodes ahead, and like I said, by the time you see, I mean, I'll have been done for a while, but I recorded this, I guess technically it's Wednesday morning, 8 days before my next AI video will be going out. So it's January 10th. This one I think will be going up. I think it'll be, this will be the first Thursday of February you see this. And then the second Thursday of February will presumably be the finale. Assuming this actually is the finale. Presumably we'll be finishing the game in the next episode. And again, because I'll be, basically a month ahead of these AI recordings very soon once I record, presumably the finale, but I'll be finishing the game before you see any of these episodes, even if this next part isn't the end. I'm just I have to finish this game. Like, probably tonight/tomorrow morning, I'll be finishing the game if I had to guess, but very soon regardless, because it's just too fucking good. I need to get to the ending of AI the Somnium Files. It's just something that needs to be done. This, I don't know. I'm definitely not going to, like, wait a crazy long time for AI the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. This was kind of an experiment to see if I could handle it, be consistent. And obviously I took kind of a hiatus, at the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, but I should be back being, very consistent again. For a while now, by the time you guys are seeing this, there should be no reason that I can't continue to do 2 Let's Plays at a time, which most likely means that I will be doing more Let's Play content. And yeah, I just want to actually check something real quick. Yeah, so the Ace Attorney 4, 5, and 6 collection releases on January 25th. So obviously that is something that I've kind of also been waiting on, because it'll be a much easier way for me to play Ace Attorney 6, because I've played the first 5 mainline games and the Ace Attorney Investigation games, and I really want to do Let's Plays for Ace Attorney 6 and the Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2, and something I've been talking about for a long time, and I think what I'm probably going to do, no guarantees, but I'm probably going to do an Ace Attorney 6 Let's Play to replace this, and then probably do Nirvana Initiative before I jump into the Great Ace Attorney. That's kind of where I'm leaning. But I also really want to play the sequel game. So we'll see. Like, I'm not fully decided one way or the other, but I definitely will be playing the second game, because this first game, I mean, I was probably, even if this game was just good, I'd probably still be in on the second game, but this game's so good. I actually kind of hate it. Like, this game, I'm so glad, because, like, even though this game's a lot different, and I guess in a lot of ways it's, like, more Ace Attorney Danganronpa-esque in terms of it being, like, a, you know, kind of like an investigation, solve the mystery type of story, but, like, I feel like in a lot of weird ways this game has given me, like, a Steins Gate type experience. And obviously, I fully want to play the Steins Gate visual novel at some point, but obviously I react to the anime, which I never want to take back anyways, because it's tremendous. But, you know, I'll never get to have the blind Steins Gate visual novel experience. Like, obviously there'll be things in the game that weren't in the anime, and that'll be fucking sick, but I have such a such a strong bond to the Steins Gate franchise that when I finally do play the VNs, it will be, as amazing as it'll be, I will never quite have that experience. And I feel like in some ways, AI kind of felt like Steins Gate, in a lot of ways, really. And I feel like, while the game's totally different and all that, I was able to some extent get that experience, have that kind of almost blind experience through this, and I fucking loved it. This game was so good. And I can't fucking wait to see how it ends. For real this time. I know we've seen how it ends 4 different times. And not to mention there were several fake outs. Like when we got faked out in these final 2 routes. But unless there is a hidden 6th route, which is possible, because if there would be a hidden route, it would unlock itself at the very end. But by all accounts, this seems like the true route, the pink route. And pink, perhaps, shall be the color of our salvation. I don't know what's about to happen with 89 and Date, or perhaps those aren't the names I should be using, but whatever the case is, I can't fucking wait. And I hope all of you are as excited as I am, because it's almost time for the finale of AI the Somnium Files. I think next episode will be the finale of AI the Somnium Files. But if not, well, we'll still be cooking. If episode 12 isn't it, then maybe it'll be lucky number 13. But whenever we finish this game, I cannot wait to share it with you. Like I said, it's crazy because, like, they did the reveals of the game, and I feel like I was like on the right track. Like, some of it, I just couldn't quite piece it together, and the game basically did it for me. I'm so glad I had that rant at the beginning where I kind of, like, articulated my thoughts, because if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have been able to get out a lot of what I was thinking. Because I've been, like, rewatching stuff leading into this part, because I knew that we were like probably 2 episodes away from the end, and I was like, okay, we're really running out of time here. I wanted to see if I could figure this out. And like, I got some of it. I feel like I wasn't that far off. I honestly kind of impressed myself a little. Maybe it was obvious to all of you, but you know, it especially for someone who never gets any sleep. Like, I am so tired right now. Like, I'm so jacked and so jazzed, but like simultaneously so tired because it's 9 in the morning and, you know, I haven't slept in, I don't even know. Like, I lose track of it all the time. But this game is amazing, and I'm just dragging this on and on. I feel like I don't even have a lot to say from a plot perspective. Like, in a lot of ways, my rambles at the beginning, while not all correct necessarily, generally sum up the fact that they were able to tell this amazing story that was complex, that felt like it didn't even make sense, and yet every event in every route makes sense pretty much entirely now. And now all that's really left to do is to wrap up this story with an actual, at least somewhat happy ending, and establish our canon for the sequel game, which I can't even imagine what the sequel game could possibly entail. I can't even imagine. Like, how do you one-up this plot? Like, this plot is so psychotic. Like, obvious, like, I can't even imagine. But what a game. What a fucking game. Anyways, I love this so freaking much, and I can't wait to see you guys again for what I presume to be the finale. I don't even know if I want to say hope, because I don't even know. Like, do I even want this to end? Like, probably, just because I want to see its final finality, but at the same time, I don't want this to end, because this game's so fucking good. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the LP. I know it's not very popular. Even by my LP standards, it's not very popular. I know, you know, again, I'm a reaction guy. I understand the LPs are, like, still new territory for me, really. So I get why they're not that popular, but I fucking love it. I love this game. I love doing these visual novel LPs, and I can't wait to do more with you, and that includes the sequel game to this, because holy fuck. I mean, this has to be one of my favorite games of all time. Like, this game's so cool. I just love visual novels. I love the creativity, like, just the layers to it. Like, I feel like if there was ever a medium that was made for me, it was visual novels. Like, this just stimulates me so much, and it's something that I wish, like, in a way, I wish that I've consumed, like, a million more. But at the same time, I'm also kind of glad that I'm consuming them in my 20s, you know, where I'm fucking, at this point, as terrifying as this is, closer to 30 than I am to 20. Horrifying. But, consuming it at a point in my life where I feel like I could properly appreciate the complexities, the nuances, the layers to these stories, because these stories are complex, and these stories are beautiful, and these stories are everything that I want out of my fiction, and it's why this medium is fucking goated, and I can't wait to continue to explore it, whether it's, you know, actually finishing Fate one day, or it's diving into other visual novels, because there's so many that I want to I was about to say watch, which I guess isn't that far off, but there's so many I want to read, so many I want to play, and even though it might not be the most popular thing on the channel, you know, whatever, I know it's a little different than what I normally do. I can't wait to share them with you so much, because these games are so fun. They're so good, and it's just, I have such a blast playing, whether it's Danganronpa or Fate or AI or whatever, and I'm sure there's going to be many more on the list. I have my fair share on the list. Some of them scare me because they're so fucking long, Fate included, but I just love this so much. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with what potentially might be the final AI, the Somnium Files episode, but not the final. Well, I guess technically the game is called AI, the Somnium Files, but there is a sequel, so, like, you know, even if it's the end, it's not actually going to be the end, obviously. So, yeah, whatever the case may be, I'm super excited, and I can't wait to check out the next episode, and I think it's gonna be the finale, and if it is, it's gonna fucking destroy me. Oh, also, getting to meet Saito through Boss was the greatest thing in the universe, and probably one of my favorite moments in like anime, cartoons, video games, visual novels, like just fiction, really. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Saito Boss was one of the coolest fucking things I have ever seen. And that is the note I will leave you with. Thanks for watching. Peace.